15 hidden cruise industry secrets they prefer to keep from you. You're planning a cruise vacation in 2025, or perhaps you're simply fantasizing about one. You've browsed through the polished marketing materials featuring flawless images of crystal blue seas and unlimited dining options. But what details are they concealing from you? What mysteries lurk just outside the frame of those pristine promotional photos? I'm going to reveal insider knowledge that cruise companies hope you'll never uncover. This goes beyond typical advice about bringing identification lanyards. These are 15 expert-level 2025 cruise strategies and behind-the-curtain revelations that might save you hundreds, possibly thousands of dollars, help you prevent vacation-destroying errors, and permanently transform your perspective on cruising. Most travelers only discover these facts when it's already too late, but you won't be among them. Let's begin. 1. The concealed surveillance controversy and personal protection methods. Picture yourself relaxing in your cruise stateroom, completely oblivious that someone could be monitoring your activities. As disturbing as this sounds, covert camera incidents have taken place on prominent cruise companies, creating genuine privacy concerns for travelers. In 2024, a Royal Caribbean staff member on the Harmony of the Seas faced arrest for placing concealed cameras in guest restrooms, allegedly filming hundreds of visitors before detection. Additionally, in 2017, Carnival travelers found a questionable device concealed behind their room's television, although the cruise company maintained it wasn't operational. Despite cruise operators claiming these represent rare occurrences, they've happened frequently enough to justify some vigilance. Safeguarding yourself requires merely 60 seconds. Upon entering your stateroom, examine vulnerable locations, behind televisions, near ventilation systems, inside or behind mirrors, particularly those appearing unusually thick, and within unfamiliar wall fixtures or electrical outlets. For additional security, consider purchasing a $20 RF detector from Amazon. These portable gadgets identify hidden cameras by detecting radio frequencies. Should you discover anything questionable, immediately capture photos and videos, then notify ship security. Your privacy while at sea shouldn't be a gamble. The probability favors you, but several quick inspections can guarantee your vacation remains genuinely private. 2. Securing discounts. Following your reservation. Here's information cruise companies prefer. You don't discover. Reserving your cruise doesn't guarantee your final cost. Cruise pricing changes continuously, similar to airline fares. When prices decrease after booking, but before your final payment deadline, you can frequently secure the reduced rate. Here's the process. Cruise operators regularly modify pricing according to demand and available inventory. If you spot a price reduction for your specific cabin type, contact the cruise company or your booking agent to request a price modification. Some companies will reduce your fare directly, while others might provide the difference as shipboard credit or future cruise credit. It's not limited to cabin rates. Price reductions on beverage packages, internet plans, and shore excursions often qualify as well. The strategy? Cancel your initial purchase and rebook at the decreased price. There's typically no fee and you could save hundreds. However, here's the limitation. Cruise companies won't alert you. You must monitor prices independently. Experienced cruisers utilize tools like Cruise Watch, Shipmate, or establish alerts directly through the cruise company. Some even manually check weekly. Critical point. You must request fare adjustments before your final payment deadline. Beyond that date, most cruise companies won't accommodate changes, though some might still provide shipboard credit upon request. Many travelers have saved over $500 using this approach. It's not gaming the system, it's simply intelligent cruising. Professional tip. Prices frequently drop during wave season, January through March. or when cruise companies launch new vessels and need to fill older ships. Establish those alerts and prepare to act when prices decline. 3. The wisdom behind late disembarkation. Departure morning creates stress for most travelers, but seasoned cruisers understand a superior approach. Rather than rushing to exit first, they opt for final disembarkation. Here's why this tactic succeeds. Early departure is chaotic. Corridors become crowded, elevators jam, and passengers wait impatiently for their luggage group announcement. Upon leaving the ship, they encounter lengthy customs queues, packed luggage areas, and extensive taxi lines. By waiting, you sidestep the chaos. Dining areas and coffee stations typically remain operational, allowing you to savor a peaceful breakfast with ocean panoramas. When your departure time arrives, the terminal is nearly vacant. Luggage becomes easier to locate. Customs processing takes minutes, and transportation options are more plentiful. To implement this, visit guest services during your cruise and request assignment to a late departure group. Prepare a small overnight bag with necessities to avoid morning scrambling. Then relax during your final morning while others navigate crowds. This approach works optimally when you don't have early flights. Those with adaptable travel schedules benefit most. While being first off provides no advantages, there's significant value in a peaceful, unhurried departure. Transform your final cruise morning from stressful to seamless. One simple adjustment ensures your vacation concludes positively, not amid crowds. 4. The hidden reality of crew life below decks. Every smiling staff member conceals a reality most travelers never witness. While guests experience luxury, crew members endure far more challenging living and working conditions. Roughly 85% of staff reside below the waterline in cramped quarters, frequently sharing bunk beds and bathrooms with 2 to 4 colleagues. Employment contracts span 6 to 9 months with limited time off. Many work 12 to 14-hour shifts, sometimes longer, particularly in housekeeping or kitchen positions. Staff navigate the vessel through a concealed corridor called I-95, an internal passageway connecting crew-only zones. Below deck exists a parallel universe: crew dining halls with basic meals, a small fitness center, a barber shop, and restricted recreation areas. This hidden truth explains why the server who recalls your beverage preference might be completing their 14th consecutive work hour. The attendant cleaning your room may not have seen your family in months. Their cheerful demeanor often masks fatigue and longing for home. Understanding this reality can alter your viewpoint. Simple acts like learning names, expressing gratitude in their native language, or leaving thoughtful notes can mean more than you imagine. A considerate tip or compliment might brighten someone's entire week. Your crew's enjoyment relies on their dedication. A touch of compassion creates lasting impact and may even improve service quality. 5. The balcony air current phenomenon, an expensive error. That gorgeous balcony you purchased at premium cost includes an unexpected physics demonstration. Opening both your cabin entrance and balcony door simultaneously can generate a powerful air current, launching any unsecured items across your room. Here's what occurs when both doors remain open. You establish a direct channel for rapidly moving air. As the vessel travels through open waters, natural wind patterns and pressure variations combine to create strong cross breezes through your cabin. The consequence? Loose objects like documents, hats, receipts, and clothing can become airborne within seconds. This isn't theoretical, it's documented. In one instance, a guest opened their cabin door for room service while the balcony door stayed open. Immediately, their towel, baseball cap, and paperwork flew across the room and into the ocean. The solution is straightforward. Always close your balcony door before opening your hallway entrance. If you desire fresh air, wait until the cabin door closes completely before reopening the balcony. This maintains controlled airflow and prevents sudden gusts. Professional advice. This phenomenon intensifies when the ship travels at maximum speed. While some newer vessels feature automatic door closers, most depend on passenger management. One open door at a time protects your possessions and maintains a peaceful cruise experience. Sixth, dining area safety information. Most travelers overlook. Cruise ship dining areas may appear attractive, but they represent the highest contamination risk locations aboard. Those extensive food stations conceal hazards most passengers ignore. Temperature management presents a significant concern. Hot dishes must remain above 140 degrees Fahrenheit, while cold items stay below 40 degrees Fahrenheit. During peak periods, however, serving trays can sit exposed too long, entering the danger zone where harmful bacteria multiply. Scrambled eggs under warming lamps for hours exemplify this perfectly. Communal serving implements increase risk. Hundreds of people handle identical utensils, many without proper hand washing. Include condiment containers and occasional guests who smell food before serving themselves, and cross-contamination becomes highly probable. High-risk items include sushi and raw seafood not freshly prepared, pre-cut fruit exposed too long, cream-based desserts inadequately chilled, and dried meat sitting in lukewarm liquids. Intelligent cruisers employ several key approaches. Visit dining areas during quieter periods, when food replacement occurs more frequently. Select freshly prepared meals from grills, rather than items sitting in warming trays. Choose pre-packaged salads and fruits when available. Always apply hand sanitizer before touching utensils. When uncertain, dine in the main restaurant where food safety protocols are typically stricter. Watch for staff regularly replacing dishes. This indicates freshness. The buffet can remain safe and convenient with proper caution. Don't hesitate to request fresh trays if something appears questionable. Extra care helps you enjoy meals without unwanted consequences. 7. The air quality reality at the ship's stern. That picturesque wake view at the vessel's rear includes a disadvantage many passengers overlook. Air quality at the stern can sometimes be inferior to other outdoor locations. Cruise ships typically exhaust fumes through smokestacks positioned near the back. Depending on wind patterns, humidity, and ship engineering, those emissions can drift down over rear decks. You might detect faint diesel odors, fine particles on surfaces, or slightly stuffy conditions. Research has identified elevated ultrafine particle levels in some rear sections, particularly on older vessels lacking advanced exhaust treatment technology. The effect becomes more apparent on hot, calm days or when ships operate at full speed. Some sensitive passengers have experienced mild symptoms like headaches or throat irritation following extended exposure. This doesn't require completely avoiding the stern. Many popular features, pools, lounges, restaurants, are located there, and conditions vary by vessel and weather. However, if you're sensitive to air quality or plan extended outdoor relaxation, you may discover cleaner air amidships or forward while underway. Professional advice. If you're in a rear cabin or planning stern activities, check wind direction using ship flags or exhaust trails. When wind comes from the side, emissions blow away, creating far more pleasant conditions. With slight awareness, you can enjoy ocean breezes instead of diesel fumes. 8. How your citizenship affects cruise pricing. Something that surprises many first-time cruisers is how significantly your nationality and residence country can influence your cruise experience. Two individuals in identical cabins on the same vessel may receive completely different rates benefits, and policies simply based on their location. These variations can be substantial. For instance, Australians frequently have gratuities included in their fare, while Americans face daily charges. UK passengers may receive refundable deposits and more flexible cancellation policies, while Canadian travelers might encounter stricter terms. Pricing can vary as well. That appealing beverage package you saw online may not be available or cost more on your country's cruise line website. This pricing inconsistency extends to onboard purchases too. Prepaid internet, excursions, and simple perks like bottled water can differ by region. Cruise companies explain this as market-based pricing, adjusted for regional demand and competition, but the result is an uneven passenger experience. Unfortunately, there's limited recourse. Your benefits connect to your billing address and passport, and using VPNs or foreign travel agents typically doesn't change terms once verified. What can you do? Research exactly what's included for your country before booking. If traveling with others from different nations, compare what each receives. You might identify negotiable differences. A knowledgeable travel agent can also advocate for improved terms. Ultimately, cruise deals aren't universally consistent. Read fine print, ask questions, and understand what applies to you. 9. The truth about early boarding. Everyone wants to board first, but experienced cruisers understand that arriving when doors open often creates more stress than advantages. Early arrivals typically face the day's largest crowds, extensive security lines, packed check-in counters, and congested boarding areas. Once aboard, your stateroom likely won't be ready for another hour or two, forcing you to carry luggage around. The dining area quickly becomes overcrowded, public lounges fill rapidly, and you may spend initial hours waiting rather than relaxing. Smart travelers target arrival 1 to 2 hours before final boarding, ideally within their assigned check-in window. By then, the initial rush had subsided. You'll often move through security and check-in with minimal delays. Best of all, your cabin is usually ready, allowing you to store bags and begin your vacation properly without battling early chaos. Main exceptions include priority boarding privileges, loyalty status, or special requirements, and in those cases, early boarding proves smoother and worthwhile. Otherwise, those extra shipboard hours often come at the expense of convenience and tranquility. Skip the early scramble, arrive strategically, and start your cruise feeling refreshed rather than frazzled. 10. The cruise agreement you overlooked, but shouldn't have. That checkbox you selected when booking included legal terms granting cruise companies far more authority than most passengers understand. Cruise agreements, called passenger ticket contracts, allow companies to search your cabin or belongings without warning for safety, security, or customs purposes. If they suspect illness, they can quarantine or remove you at your expense. If itineraries change due to weather or port problems, no refund is guaranteed. Even if you miss key destinations, your legal options are restricted too. Most cruise companies require lawsuits to be filed in specific jurisdictions like Miami or Seattle under maritime law, which often favors cruise operators. One surprising provision: cruise companies can use your image in marketing materials without permission. While uncommon, some contracts contain vague language, discouraging guests from posting negative videos or photos of poor conditions. These agreements aren't negotiable. You accept them by booking, but intelligent cruisers at least review the fine print to understand their commitments. Your vacation should be relaxing, but it's also a legal contract. Knowing the terms helps avoid surprises and protects your interests if problems arise. 11th, third-party onboard services. Not every service on your cruise is operated by the cruise company. Many services are contracted to external vendors, which can create confusion when issues develop. That spa treatment you reserved is likely managed by One Spa World, not the cruise line. Gift shops are frequently operated by companies like Harding Retail or Starboard Cruise Services. Medical centers are often staffed by independent contractors, and services like photography, art auctions, and some entertainment acts are also outsourced. Why is this significant? If problems arise, a disappointing spa experience, product return, or medical concern, you may be redirected to the vendor's customer service. In serious cases like medical disputes, legal responsibility can become complex even with cruise line partial involvement. Before purchasing extras, verify who operates the service. Look for small print notices on receipts or ask staff members. Knowing who's actually responsible helps manage expectations and direct complaints appropriately. Cruises appear seamless, but many services are partnerships. Some awareness can prevent major frustrations. 12th, private island revenue traps to sidestep. Those picture-perfect private islands are more than paradise. They're strategically designed profit centers. While beach access is complimentary, cruise companies generate revenue by upselling nearly everything else. The positive news: many basic amenities are included. Lounge chairs, hammocks, and buffet lunch typically cost nothing. If you have a beverage package, it often extends to island bars. Kids' play areas, volleyball courts, and shaded spots are also complimentary, but the upsells accumulate quickly. Cabanas can cost $200 to $500 daily or more. Extras like floating mats, kayaks, snorkeling, and zip lines include fees. Staff frequently promote upgrades early and often, beginning on board. Smart cruisers treat these islands as relaxing, budget-friendly beach days. Reserve your excursion budget for ports with genuine local culture. Private islands may look different from the ship, but they're designed with identical goals, keeping you spending. Enjoy the beauty, but recognize where the money traps exist. 13th, absent man-overboard detection systems. Here's a cruise fact that surprises many. Most vessels lack automatic man-overboard detection systems. If someone falls or jumps overboard without witnesses, the ship might not realize until hours later, often after the person is reported missing and security reviews CCTV footage. While MOB technology exists using infrared cameras and motion sensors, it's installed on only a small number of ships, mainly within Disney and Carnival fleets. Cruise companies cite high costs, around $200,000 to $500,000 per ship, and technical challenges like false alarms as reasons for slow implementation. Cruising remains among the safest travel forms, but it's important to understand that automated detection isn't yet industry standard. Every second matters in emergencies, and knowing this provides a more complete picture of cruise ship safety. 14th, passenger monitoring. The concealed cruise technology. Modern cruise vessels monitor passengers more extensively than most realize. Facial recognition is primarily used during boarding, disembarkation, and at security checkpoints to accelerate processing and identify guests. Once aboard, tracking shifts to wearable technology like Princess Cruises Medallion Class, which monitors your location continuously. These systems enable staff to greet you by name, suggest beverages, or deliver items wherever you are. Cameras cover nearly all public spaces, supporting both security and service functions. Marketed as personalized convenience, this system also creates detailed digital records of your movements, preferences, and purchases. The data helps improve service but also increases onboard spending. Cruise companies may share this information under broad privacy policies. You can't completely opt out, but you can limit tracking by minimizing wearable use and staying conscious of camera coverage. That custom cocktail may include a hidden cost. your privacy. 15. The actual reason. Beverages are extremely overpriced. Those $15 cocktails aren't solely about profit. They help finance your entire cruise. Alcohol sales represent one of the cruise industry's largest revenue sources, often comprising 30 to 40% of onboard spending. The markup is significant. A cocktail costing $1 to $2 to produce might sell for $12 to $18. Even bottled water can carry 400 to 500% markup. This pricing strategy enables cruise companies to offer low base fares while maintaining profitability. Psychology plays a role too. Unlimited beverage packages encourage overconsumption, while a la carte pricing leads to menu blindness. Passengers stop noticing prices after several days. The vacation mindset reduces spending resistance. Smart cruisers save through simple methods. Pre-purchase beverage packages during sales to save 20 to 30%. Most companies allow 1 or 2 wine bottles per adult. Just verify the rules. Or skip alcohol entirely and enjoy included options like tea, basic coffee, and juice. Every declined drink is money retained for shore experiences, often more memorable than another margarita. If even one of these secrets helps you cruise more intelligently, please hit that like button and subscribe. Cruise companies won't share these truths, but I will. Now, drop a comment below with your dream cruise destination. I read every single one. Go enjoy your next voyage with these insider tips. And remember, the most knowledgeable cruisers are always one step ahead.